Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this year's gardening video. This is going to be part of my Spring Things series, so the mud kitchen video is already up on my channel and this is the next installment where I take you through planting my garden for the year. We are approaching a little bit differently this year. We are approaching it a little more laid back than I normally do. I usually have a whole plan and I usually change up how I do stuff every year. There's always something new going on, but this year we are actually going to keep things pretty much the same as last year. The only difference is that I am going to fully buy my starters this year, whereas last year I tried to plant starters, and I have given up on doing that for the moment because our climate is just too cold and it has been freezing. But today, for the first time, we are having a fully sunny and 70-degree weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. Brandon is reshingling our exterior garage roof, which that's fun. And I am going to be tilling up the garden today by hand. I don't have a tiller. I'm doing it with a shovel and a landscaping rake and it's working fine. But yeah, I'm gonna get my boxes ready this weekend, and then next weekend is Memorial Day weekend and I am going to go and get my starters and plant. I was gonna add 2 more boxes to the garden as well, but decided because of money that we're not gonna do that this year. We're gonna keep the 4 boxes from last year. We are going to expand the fencing out more around the boxes, so there's like a foot in between the fence and the box so you can walk around the whole thing. Last year I had issues where I couldn't access things easily because the fencing was right up against the garden boxes. So this year we're going to give it a little more space, but we aren't going to add any boxes, unfortunately. We are going to go modest this year. I just want something that produces and, you know, saves us a little bit of money in the long run on produce. I'll go over a little bit later what I end up planting because I do have a plan right now, but like that could change depending on what I can find for starters. So yeah, we are going to go shopping for those next weekend, but I thought I would start this vlog today and get some footage of me tilling the garden and show you the situation, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so these are the beds. So I already shoveled and raked this one out, and the sun is already drying it right up. It was all soaked. We had some soaking rain the past couple days. This is what the other ones look like. So they've got all the compost from last year. Honestly, they look like the soil looks pretty good. I do have kind of a plan of where everything's going, but again, I'm not going to bring it up yet until probably next weekend when I have a clearer idea of what I can get for starters, because you just never know what the agway is going to have. There's a new greenhouse I think I'm gonna try. It's a little bit bigger than our agway and they might have more options, so we're gonna see. There's Sophia. Guys, we lost another chicken. I just realized I haven't talked about it on the channel yet. Arizona, one of our speckled Sussex, was hit by a car, and it happened just kind of out of the blue. They've never gone on the road before, and we noticed that she was wandering a lot away from the rest of them. She was out in the side woods a lot. Never has done this before. Brandon came home from work one day and she was in the middle of the road and had gotten hit, and whoever hit her kept going, and I had no idea. I was in the house. I didn't see it happen. I didn't hear it happen. But yeah, we are down to 5 chickens now. It's very tragic. I'm not gonna stop them from free ranging. I mean, we've had chickens that free range now this entire time, and I've never had this happen before. And it's never been an issue with them near the road or in the road. So I don't know if it was a freak thing. I have no idea. Very sad either way. But yeah, we're down to 5 now. I think we will get a couple more next year, but not this year. We're gonna stick with the 5 this year and see how the rest of the year pans out. Then make a decision next spring whether we want 2 or 4 or what we wanna do. But we are supposed to be expanding our run, and that hasn't happened yet either because of money. You know, everything's expensive right now, as everyone knows. So that's kind of on hold. The roof was the main project that needed to get done. So we will see. We'll see where we end up with chickens next year. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys the update that we only have 5 now, and it's upsetting. My chicken... Sophia's pecking my leg. My chickens keep dying traumatically. I don't know if I'm cut out for this, guys. But anyway, okay, I'm digging up this bed and I'll show you. Oh, Sophia's helping me dig up the bed. Thank you. Thank you. You helping? Yeah. Tasks that don't require a chicken. This. She just likes to be involved. box number 2 is done. Now I gotta go do those. Hello. All right, a little bit of a jarring switch up here. We are at Lowe's. I left off last weekend. I was digging out my beds. And now it's Memorial Day weekend and we are ready to get planting. We're here getting some fencing and we're going to get some new stakes and then we're heading off to the nursery for 8 o'clock sharp. Starting off strong, they already don't have what I need.
Yeah.
We have located it. Oh. Oh man, they're out of the $16 one that I...
Well, you can use that. It's only 2 feet tall.
Oh, never mind. Hey, Ted, over here, please. Okay, so we're back in the car. We just did a whole return, went back and got different fencing because the the big tall fencing that I have, it's 4 feet tall and 50 feet long, and I didn't really want that much, and it was $40. So we got the 3 foot tall by 25 feet long, thinking it would be cheaper, and it actually was not marked at all, like how much it cost. So we get up to the register, and it was $40 also. So I went back in and returned it and then went and got the big one, which is what we needed anyway. I just don't need 50 feet of it, but it's okay because we are not gonna spend the same amount of money on less fencing. I'm sorry, not in this economy. Oh, we just hit a big pothole. So now we are gonna head over towards the nursery and get the veggies. And I also bought impatiens and some of the marigolds I want here.
I'm not tired.
You're not tired?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I
good.
don't think so.
Buddy, if you thought that place was cool, wait till you see where we're going. We are here at Longfellow's in Augusta, and I've never been here before. It's gigantic. We're gonna do some damage here, I think. Let's go. He's a little bit tired. It's literally so pretty in here. Okay, so that was an experience. I can't believe I've never been here before. We got some kind of deal on the veggies because of how many I got of each like type. Not even type, like each container, they did like a deal for us. Anyway, it came to $87, but we got a lot of stuff. So I thought that was, well, it was $87 because I got gloves. I got gardening gloves. So these were $35. So without that, you know, we would have been in like the $40 range, which I don't think is that bad. This place is crazy. We might have to come back. They had just a crazy amount of variety of everything. The only thing they didn't have though was peas starters, which was interesting, and then pepperoncinis, which is what I really wanted to do this year, but it's okay.
Maybe they just don't really do good as starters.
Yeah, it was weird though, because they had all these hot peppers, but they did not have pepperoncini. They had banana pepper. I should have got banana peppers. I thought about it, but...
I almost got jalapenos.
Ooh,
I think those would have been good.
that would have been fun. We could have pickled those.
Yeah. I wouldn't have pickled them. I would have eaten.
Raw jalapenos hot though.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna head back home and sort out all of this stuff and figure out where everything is going. Okay, plant haul. So we have 2 things of flowers. These are from Lowe's. They were super cheap. I just grabbed them. I know they'll grow well, so I'm not worried about the condition of them. If you're looking at them going, those look dead, yeah, no, they'll be fine. These are impatiens. These will spread. They will get very full. They grow everywhere. And then I also got marigolds, which I've been growing in my garden now for a couple years, and these are great at attracting the bees. They bloom all summer long, so got some of these. Moving on to the nursery, I got 2 types of bell peppers. So I got the Lady Bell. These are just gonna be the green sweet peppers. And then I also got, where's my other ones here? I also got these lunchbox mixed peppers, and these will be, I think, a little bit smaller, and yeah, like it's saying you can use them for stir fry, stuff like that. They will turn different colors. I then also got some watermelon, sugar baby watermelons, and then I also got pickling cucumber. I got 2 of those. These here are pumpkins. We got two types of pumpkins. We got jack-o'-lantern, and then I also got white pumpkins, which I don't think, oh, nope, those are more cucumber. Oh my goodness. These are the bushcraft cucumber. Where are my other pumpkins? Oh, right here, abominable pumpkins. So they are white. So that's fun. We wanted white pumpkins last year, so I'm glad we could get them this year. Then on this side, we've got the tomatoes. I got beefsteak tomato, and then I also got cherry tomato. Oh, nope, just kidding. I got heirlooms. That's right, I switched it. I got heirlooms instead. And then I got, these are the cherry, super sweets. So that is the haul from the nursery. Oh, and our strawberries. So these are the strawberries we got. They are the everbearing, they are eversweet and perennial. So they'll be planted with our other berries on the perimeter of the property and will hopefully spread over time. I'm also going to be planting my carrots from seed, so we will have those as well. I don't know if I'll do that this weekend or if I'll do it this coming week. It's going to depend. Today's pretty nice. It's sunny. It wasn't even supposed to be sunny today, so maybe we'll take advantage of that and get everything done today. Ma'am. Okay. Meredith.
I want this. That's like. I want this. That's pink. Here I am. Hi, girls. Perfect. You're a good girl.
All right, I am gonna get to working on the fencing here and getting that up. We are doing a walkable perimeter this year around the beds. I think I've already mentioned that. I want like a good foot or more, foot and a half maybe, out around the entire perimeter. We did pick up that extra fencing, so let's see what we can do with it. Okay, it's been a minute. It is now like 4:30, 4:45-ish. It's been a while since I last checked in. The fencing is up. As you can see, you guys just saw me do some planting. I am trying to figure out still where the pumpkin, watermelon, and strawberries are gonna go, because last year we had the pumpkins down on the hill, which is fine, but we run into issues where Brennan mows, and just not being able to mow that area is kind of tricky. So he wants to move them this year, but we don't know where yet. We haven't fully decided. So those aren't planted yet, but let me show you everything else. So this box is gonna be cucumber only. I know it looks sparse, but believe me, last year when I had cucumber, they took over the box. They were in this box, they took over half of it, and it was crazy. And that was only, I think I had 4 plants last year. So I am prepared this year for these to be huge. The trellis is gonna go back on here. It's gonna come down. There's gonna be a gap at the bottom on both sides so that I can get to them. But yeah, there will be a trellis. So we are going to like feed them up through it once they're tall enough. Over here we have the peppers. So on that end there are the ladybells. They, I believe, are just gonna be green. And then these are, I think they're called school peppers or school bells. Over here we have 6 cherry tomato plants, and guys, I did not need this many. I wish I could have bought these individual, but they came in packs of 6 only from what I could see. I'm not stupid. These are going to be enormous and fill this box and be out of control because that's how my tomatoes always are. And then next door in half of this box, I have the heirloom tomatoes. I've been really into making tomato soup, and I want to also try to make tomato sauce this year. And these are really good for soup and sauce and stuff like that. So we're going to try these. There's 6 of these as well. They're probably going to get enormous. We're going to just wait and see. But next door is going to be my carrots. We're going to do probably 4 to 5 rows of carrots here. And then those are pretty quick to harvest, so I may even end up doing a second round, like halfway through the summer. We'll have to see. As you can see, I did a path all the way around this year, so you can walk the whole perimeter of the garden. And then we have this little pathway here, so it's much more accessible than last year and still protected from my chickens. The box is held up really nice. They look great. Oh, and I also still have my marigolds to plant, and those are going in these boxes too. I just haven't done it yet. So I think what I'm gonna do, it's getting to be dinner time. I'm going to put everything in for the night. I think it's gonna all go in the entryway. I think they'll be fine in there for the night. And then I'm probably gonna come back in the morning before the rain and get everything else in the ground, get everything else figured out. But it's cold. If you couldn't tell, it's very windy and cold right now. I'm in a sweatshirt. And the day took a turn. It was really nice this morning, and then it got really chilly and hazy and weird. So kind of a weird Memorial Day weekend so far, and it's only gonna get more gross and wet and blah. But good news is we're filming tomorrow for another video that's coming out on my channel, which is our landing renovation. I am going to be doing some painting, I think tomorrow and Monday when it's raining outside. So we are making progress on the channel, I guess. Just not gardening all weekend like I wanted to, but that's okay. I will come back in a little bit. All right, it's the next day. It is Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. It's very cloudy outside. Brandon says it's not going to rain until tonight, so we will see if he's correct. It does look like it's gonna rain. We have to get these plants in the ground. I'm so paranoid that if we don't do it today, like, it's not gonna get done, period, because tomorrow is going to rain all day, and I don't want them to die in their pots. They're already outgrowing their pots that we bought them in, so they have to get in the ground today. Also, these are the gardening gloves I bought yesterday at the nursery we were at, and they are this brand, Garden Works, and I love them. I have never owned nice gardening gloves. I decided to splurge a little bit. They were $35, which isn't really that expensive for leather gardening gloves. But yeah, like they're the leather with, you know, this rugged material. They go pretty far up on my forearm, which is nice. And they are like the pretty butter yellow that's really in style right now, which is kind of funny. I got a size small and they fit me perfect. All right, let's go outside. See what we got going on here.
We're going to see this big one.
All right, here's the plan. So we've got 2 strawberry plants here, 2 strawberry plants here, and 1 strawberry plant there, because one of them apparently didn't make it in the packaging. We were supposed to get 6. We only got 5. These are probably too close together, but we're just gonna try it out. And then this is gonna be watermelon. And then we've got 2 holes for the pumpkins. Brandon's off getting more dirt. A little bit worried about crowding over here, but honestly, we don't have a lot of space to work with. I mean, we do have down there, but we're trying not to need to like mow around too much. So trying to keep all of this clumped together so it's easier for him to maintain it. I also planted marigolds in the corners of this box and the box over there that has the peppers. I didn't do any in the cucumber and tomato areas because they get so big and overtake the boxes. I didn't want them to choke out the marigolds. So I know they don't look like much right now, but they're all buds and they will grow like crazy all year. So yeah, everything looks like it made it through the night without being shocked. Like everything looks good, nothing looks droopy. These are my garden markers for the year and probably many years in moving forward. I still need to Mod Podge them, but these were cut last year by Brandon. He cut them all out for me, and then I very meanly did not paint them or use them last year. So we did it this year. As you can see, we've got quite a few. I do need to make some more. I need to make an heirloom tomato because I didn't end up getting beefsteak. I need to make a pumpkin one, a watermelon, just a few that I wasn't sure if I was going to be getting those things, so I didn't make steaks for them. But everything else is going to get used. All right, I ended up putting the impatiens in a pot just because there wasn't really a space in my front garden to put them. My front garden is very full and overcrowded at the moment and needs to be weed whacked anyway, so I didn't want to add these to it and risk them getting weed whacked on accident. But as you can see, lots of little buds. They're so cute. I just love these. My Nana used to have these at her house, and she had like permanent planters around her yard, and they were always just in abundance there, so I think they'll do really well in here. They need shade, so we're gonna just put them, I think, on the front porch where we don't get a ton of sun, and they should do pretty good there. I'll definitely have to check in later this summer on how everything's going. You guys know I do my garden updates, so I'll let you know how these do, and obviously everything else. But yeah, let's go and take one final look. We got everything planted on the hill, and Brandon's putting cages around everything, so let's go check that out. All right, strawberries are caged. The watermelon got planted here. This is going to be white pumpkin, so it's called Abominable. And then we've got the jack-o'-lantern here on the end, and I'm hoping this being on the end will work out because I think it's going to be the biggest and we can really vine it that way. Brandon's going to keep putting cages around everything so that the birds don't come and eat everything because these are already producing fruit. So yeah. And in the past we've had our pumpkins get eaten right down to nothing. He's just doing that, and then we will be good to go for the summer. So that's going to conclude the 2026 gardening video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know down below what's your favorite thing to grow in your garden. I think mine is probably cucumber, just because I love cucumbers so much. And I love to be able to have fresh cucumbers for a good portion of my summer. I also really love flowers in general. I don't plant a lot of flowers, but we have a lot on our property that were here when we moved here, and I love just seeing them all bloom this time of year. My beautiful lilacs. Oh, everything smells so nice. Thank you all again so much for watching. If you want to check out past year's gardening videos, they are on my channel. I will forewarn you that they are all over the place in success rate. I feel like we're not consistent at all, but I'm crossing my fingers that this year is a good year with having all starters. I feel like we're starting in a good place, and I hope we have a really good bountiful summer. Be sure to check back on the channel for garden updates. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you like videos like this or seeing homemaking, my life here in Maine. I love just hanging out with you guys and appreciate all of you being here. Thank you all again, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.